of persons who turn out at the village meetings. I assess the performance of a candidate not by virtue of the turnout at the rallies, but by the turnout at the
Village
individual
meetings.
meetings. And I've seen that there's been an improvement in that.
Vincent, I would argue, are the individual meetings really for just persons from the community?
No, what I'm saying is that you may find.
So it's not a true reflection of what is happening.
No, because
for the
people
most
follow.
part,
They
for the
are
most
followers
part,
as
for
well.
the most part, you find the people from the area. The people from the areas have been coming out.
Of course.
I've seen it. People from the respective areas, whether it was an LDP meeting or ULP meeting. That's what I saw in the campaigns. And I was very impressed by that because I thought people wanted to hear the views of the party that they wish to support. So I'm not surprised that they're voting in the way that they're voting, even though their differences are not that great.
I differ from you in terms of people going to meetings to hear the views. The people going to hear the views of the politicians, get them from reading, get them from interacting with them in the radio programs.
Not only that, there's a difference these days. Even the village meetings, as you say, people in the village, but you're streaming it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And you
I
don't need
followed
to
the
go
entire
anymore.
campaign from home
Yeah. You
because
can
I
step
have a
home and
problem
see it.
driving at night. I followed the entire campaign from home. And if I was reporting for a newspaper, I could have done it effectively from the comforts of my couch.
All right.
So what else you got for us on the board? Nothing?
Let's go to North Leeward. We do have some results for North Leeward.
Absolutely.
We do have
most of their things are in though.
yes, we do
Yes,
we do have North Leeward at A Learning Resource Center. This is at the Golden Grove. This is the Learning Resource Center. We do have A to Z 352 persons registered, ULP 87. The ULP 87, that's for Carlos James, and NDP 175 for Kishore Shallow, Dr. Kishore Shallow. Cast would be 263, one reject in this area. We're looking at B1 government school in Fitzhughes. This is at K to Z last names and 453 persons registered. We have 89 for the ULP, 89 for the ULP, 227 for the NDP. Cast would be 320, that's 320. Rejects 4, and for C Methodist Church at Chatabilla, we would see here 417 registered, 417 registered, ULP 131, NDP 156, cast 289, rejects 2. That's 289 cast, rejects 2. We are going down at D, and this is in the same similar area in Chatabilla at the Methodist School, and we see 361 persons. That's surnames A to J, 361, ULP 9090, NDP 158, cast 249. That's 249. Looking at rejects at 1. Rejects at 1. D1, similar area. This is at K to Z 291 registered, 85 persons for the ULP, which have cast 115 NDP, 115 NDP. Total cast 200. Total cast 200. No rejects here. No rejects here. The P.T. Budell Secondary School. This is in Poland Division E. We're looking at 400 persons here. There's no results has come in for this. However, at E1 at the Technical Institute, at the P.T. Budell Technical Institute, this is at North Leeward. We see 455 persons, 455, 96 for the ULP, while 227 for the NDP, 227 for the NDP, cast 3 to 3. Cast 3 to 3, rejects are none. And the community center in Rosebank, this is F Poland Division F Community Center in Rosebank. We're looking at A to Z at 567, 258 the ULP, while the NDP at 150, 150. In total cast 408. That's 408. And we
Traditional
are
voting.
going, this is persons who have voted. That's 408, yes. We have polling division H. Polling division H in Rose Hall. This is at the government school. A to R. A to R, 464. 464 registered to vote. We see for the ULP 183, 183, and the NDP at 108. That's 108. We have persons cast. Votes here is 292. That's 292. While we have one reject in this area, one reject in this area, we seeing H1 in the same vicinity. This is S to Z. This is 354 registered, 159 for the ULP, while NDP at 98 and cast would be 258, one reject in this area. We're going to be continuing down, and I has not come in as yet. However, J at the Methodist School in Spring Village, the Methodist School in Spring Village, A to I, surnames and register is 447. 447. We're noting at 134 for the ULP, while the NDP at 184. Total cast would be 322 cast votes. That's 322. In total reject, we would see here 4. Total reject 4. We're looking at the chat. We will see on the chart for Dr. Kishore Shallow, 1,598. That's 1,598, while the ULP for Carlos James at 1,312. 1,312. Total rejects 14. That's total rejects 1-4. Teresa, back to you.
Thank you, thank you. Looking at just about four
This-
so constituencies, polling stations left in that particular constituency. Certainly looks kitchen shallow. Is going to take that home.
Yes, yes, that's very obvious. And
Any
that was,
surprise there?
no,
No.
that's not surprising. I got that impression. Kishore Shallow was very, very confident that he was going to win. And he conducted his campaign in that. In a discussion with me, he was clear. He said, I am going to win. I have no doubt about that. And I found it strange that he was so confident. But I wasn't hearing the same thing coming from Carlos. It was as if to say he was there hoping to, trying his best to do what he could, but you saw this confidence being oozed from the shadow that I'm going to. It's a foregone conclusion. He conducted his campaign as if it was a foregone conclusion. Not that he was trying to win. He was confident that he was going to win.
Yeah, his body language always included that. And I thought it was because it could have been good theater, which is not bad for politics. If you can project the image of confidence he's going to win. But let's be face it. Carlos had a mountain to climb. Carlos had a very unpopular, for instance, Reno project in
North Leeward.
North
yes.
Leeward. He's a tourism minister, and the NDP threw it at him all the time. You're tourism minister, what are you doing for tourism in North Leeward, which should be the ecotourism capital? Poor Carlos just, he put up a good fight. He put up a good fight.
He held the traditional labor stronghold.
Oh, yes, of course.
That's it. But he wasn't able to persuade or to pull votes.
Fitzhughes.
In that Fitzhughes, no, that would be a very great mountain to climb.
Yes,
but outside of Fitzhughes, he wasn't able to pull that support using his ministerial profile and getting so many firsts, etc. But it didn't translate in North Leeward.
Again,
but you see, North Leeward is a very strange seat. They don't care what national politics.
No. That's a separate
They are a different country by themselves. They vote who they wish to. And I've noticed that Patrick Matthews actually gave to Dr. Shallow the Petrobalera area where Patrick was from. And he just transferred it support for Dr. Shallow and transferred it She was there with him, so he didn't have a problem getting those votes or pass for matching matches.
Bearing
I
in
have
mind,
seen there.
bearing in mind
Also.
that what was the margin in the last two elections?
Yep.
Which is the point I was waiting to get to, because I think that, I mean, what you guys said is important, but I think the most striking thing for me is the mountain that you have to climb is really not that high. It wasn't even an incline.
Yeah.
You know, coming out of the last election, this was the weakest seat for the
Yeah.
ULP.
I mean,
So to me, it's pretty obvious that he's going to win, and he has. And what's interesting is that when I look at his numbers, his personal performance has exceeded what was necessary to win the seat. So he's already at a 5% swing.
Yeah.
If that type of performance is manifested nationally, I mean, every single seat except Dr. Gonzalez is in jeopardy. And I mean, I'm hearing rumors about, you know, having saved several seats, but clearly, unless the national swing is unevenly distributed, which is entirely possible, you know, this is a very, very disturbing, well, if you support the ULP outcome, there's a definitive movement in that direction, and it's reflected here. But yeah, no, I mean, you know, congratulations to Dr. Swallow, but his seat was the easiest one to win.
It's not that he was defending it for 300 votes.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, Dr. Shallow had a way that he would dismissively refer to Carlos James as 1E. Either 1E or 1Z.
One Carlos.
No, that one Carlos was a classic from Fitz Bramblin Parliament, where he referred to Carlos James as one Carlos, like the Spanish name, you know. But
No. The one was the one vote.
Yeah. So that's why Shallow.
And he used the Spanish name.
Shallow
Yes.
just called him 1E. 1E, you know, 1E, and dismissively, like, you know, like, I don't have no fight with you, you know, you 1E, you know. And he wasn't fighting Carlos. He just building his campaign very confidently. And I think that's what we see in the results. Carlos did well.
Do we have more?
I mean,
results?
Carlos did surprisingly well to get 1,300 votes.
It don't surprise me. He's working.
To get 1,300 votes is a miracle in itself. This is a walk through the park.
This is
Grenadines again.
This is complete. That's all the polling stations.
We
are
do
in.
have Northern Grenadines
Yeah.
B, polling station B. We do have Northern Grenadines coming in, and we're looking at the learning result, the learning center at Port Elizabeth. This is an A to Z, 600 registered votes here, 604 registered votes here. The ULP at 54. The ULP at
That's a
54.
huge station.
While we have NDP at 265. NDP at 265. Cast ballots here would be 3-1. That's cast. It would be 3-1. Rejects 2. Rejects 2. And we are looking at the full slew of the Northern Grenadines here. On our graph, we would note 1,853 for the NDP, which is Dr. Godwin Friday, Northern Grenadines, Dr. Godwin Friday, 1,853, while we see Carlos Williams at 294. Total reject here, 11. Total reject here, 11.
What was his last score? What was his last numbers?
He lost his deposit.
Yeah, he lost his deposit. What is his last numbers in 2020?
Have a look.
You mean Carlos Williams?
So,
Kill the camera.
When these chairs get all your What happened to the back?
It just fell away.
I didn't know back of it. Yeah, I know. I don't know. Yeah.
It's something that can be reattached.
Lucky this was answering.
This is Make We Talk Breaking News. In a landmark political transformation, the new Democratic Party NDP has successful victory in the 2025 national election in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The Caribbean oldest Prime Minister, Dr. the Honorable Rolf Gonzalez, has lost the general election in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. So we are reporting here tonight that in a landmark political transformation, the new Democratic Party NDP in St. Vincent and the Grenadines has secured victory. He gained victory over the Caribbean longest serving Prime Minister, Dr. the Honorable Rolf Gonzalez, is now the former Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. So the new Prime Minister for St. Vincent and the Grenadines is Dr. Godfrey Friday. NDP win election in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The longest serving Prime Minister in the Caribbean is no more. Dr. the Honorable Rolf Gonzalez has lost his bid to become the sixth-term general for St. Vincent and the Grenadines. He is no more. Dr. Godfrey Wynne Friday is the party leader, will become the island's seventh Prime Minister since its independence in 1979. So there you have it. The Caribbean longest serving Prime Minister, Dr. Rolf Gonzalez, is no longer the Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. He has lost his bid. And the Prime Minister-elect is Dr. Godwin Friday. Dr. Friday, the party leader for the NDP, and he's set to become the island's seventh Prime Minister since 1979. He gained victory over the longest serving Prime Minister in Caribbean history. Dr. Rolf Gonzalez has lost his bid. So there you have it. Election in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. They have a new Prime Minister tonight. We're going to see if we can get some live coverage of what is going on the streets of St. Vincent. As soon as we do, we'll pass it on to you. But stand by.
Welcome back. This is Decision 2025, and we're bringing you live coverage of the 2025 general elections.
We have, while the NDP at 114, 114, total cast ballots here, 246. 246, we have no rejects. That would be at the primary school D1 at the Newgrounds Primary School. Total cast 246, total registered 387. We also have North Windward, Northern Grenadines, Northern Grenadines E, and this Northern Grenadines E, we see Friendship Bay Villa, and this is in Friendship at A to I, which is last name A to I, 505, ULP 48, while the NDP at 264 cast here, cast ballots at 315, 315, rejects 3. We also see at the Anglican Primary School in A, we would note here B, this Anglican, the Learning Center, Port Elizabeth B, 604, the ULP 54, while the NDP at 265 cast, 321 reject, we see 2. We are checking the score, the entirety here. We are still awaiting
We just got Anglican Primary School, Port
Okay.
Elizabeth.
Yes, Port Elizabeth Anglican Primary School. We see 689 registered to vote here at A to Z. And we noted the ULP at 45, while the NDP Godwin Friday at 330. That's 330 cast ballots here, 337, 377, and the reject would be 2. That's the reject 2. Looking at the graph, we would see for Dr. Godwin Friday 2,183. That's 2,183, while the ULP 339. That's 339. We see rejects 13, rejects 13. As noted before, we do have the Northern Grenadines A, Port Elizabeth Anglican Primary School, 689, 689. And
I think we can safely declare Northern Grenadines as well.
definitely, we
Yes.
can definitely say this.
Definitely.
Yes.
What I wanted is the final figure.
Yeah.
You know,
These are the final figures for Northern Grenadines. Well, these are our results, and these are our figures for Northern
They're all in,
Grenadines.
isn't it?
Yes, they're all in, and the Northern Grenadines here, and the graph you would see, we do have 2,183 for the NDP Godwin Friday, while Carlos Williams 339, and we see 13 rejects.
So you got 57 more.
We also have North Central Windward B. We do have results for North Central Windward. Dr. Ralph Gonzalez, and we with him Chieftain Neptune, the NDP. We see here for Georgetown Government School A to Z, 349 registered to vote. ULP 98, ULP 98, NDP 71. We had cast ballots here 169, 169. There are no rejects. We're looking at the graph. We will see. We're looking at the graph now. Central Windward for the NDP 791, while the ULP 1815. We have 14 rejects. Going back, we were looking at F2, and F2 is at South Rivers, a Methodist School. We see M to Z and 395 registered to vote in this area. 220 for the ULP, while 1717 for the NDP. Cast in this polling station will be 237. This polling F, that's F2, 237, rejects 0. We also have North Central Windward I. North Central Windward I is in the Connery District Office. This is at Connery District Office I. A to Z, we have registered 269. The ULP, we're looking at 117. NDP 55. NDP 55. Cast ballots. Here's 174. 174 and 2 reject. Looking at the graph, you will see 791 for the NDP, 1815, ULP 14, and we have E1, the permanent government school in Biro, and we have G to M, surnames G to M, 331 registered to vote. The Unity Labour Party at 128. The Unity Labour Party at 128, while the NDP, the New Democratic Party, at 70, and we see cast here 198, 198, rejects. 198 cast ballots here, and the total registered to vote is 331. We also have E2 as well. In this same vicinity. N to Z, we have 405 registered to vote. 405. registered, and the Unity Labour Party standing at 162. The count for the national for the New Democratic Party 103, 103. The New Democratic Party 103, and the cast in this area is 265. 265. There are no rejects. No rejects. This is polling station E2. And we also want to look at polling station E. Polling station E, we would see A to F. A to F registered here are 366, sorry, 366. The ULP 163. That's 163, while the New Democratic Party stands at 65 votes. We also see cast 230. That's 230. Reject 2. Reject 2. Looking at polling station A, the Georgetown Secondary School. Polling station A, we see 479 registered. 479 registered. The Unity Labour Party is at 110. That's 110, 110. The Unity Labour Party, while the New Democratic Party is 146. That's 146. Cast would be 260. That's 260. Rejects 4. Rejects 4. Rejects 4. Looking further down, we will see D1. Further down, D1. This is at Chester Cottage at the Community Center. Chester Cottage at the Community Center. K to Z, we have 433. 433. Unity Labour Party 186. 186. The NDP at 100. The New Democratic Party 100. Cast 289. 289. And 3 reject. We're also looking at F, the Methodist School in South Rivers again. F, Methodist School in South Rivers. A to D, we have 463. 463. For the Unity Labour Party, we see 262. 262. While the New Democratic Party, 26. 26. Cast would be 291. That's 291 with 3 rejects. 3 reject ballots. F1 again, we would have looked at E to L in this area. E to L 435, 435, 234 for the Unity Labour Party, while 34 for the New Democratic Party. That's 34 for the New Democratic Party. In total, looking at 268 cast ballots here. That's 268 and 0 rejects in this area. We have F2. We have F2 further down. M to Z, 395, 220 for the Unity Labour Party, the New Democratic Party at 17, while the total cast is 237, 0 reject. We are going to be going to South Central Wynwood now. South Central Wynwood A. This is the Chris Bernard Preschool at Mount Brennan, and this is A to J, looking 415 registered. 415 registered. The Unity Labour Party standing at 136. That's 136 votes, while the New Democratic Party 121. 121. Cast would be 205. 205.8. That's 258. And reject 1. Reject 1. We also have West Kingstown. West Kingstown A. Victoria Park, we will see A to Z 58, the Unity Labour Party at 11, and the New Democratic Party NDP at 21. The cast would be 32, 0 rejects in this area. Looking at B, Public Health Building, which is in Rose Place, A to Z 384. 384. This is the Unity Labour Party at 87. While the New Democratic Party at 148, 148, we see cast ballots here, 236, 236, 1 reject, 236, 1 reject. We also have H1 in this area of West Kingstown. H1, D2J, D2J, 497, 497, 497 registered. And we're looking at the Unity Labour Party at 116, that's 116 for the Unity Labour Party, while the NDP, the New Democratic Party, 169. The New Democratic Party, 169. The total cast in this area would be 286, 1 reject. 286, 1 reject. That is polling station A, H1. H1. We would be going to West Kingstown F. We're looking at the Windsor Primary School, the Windsor Primary School in New Montrose, and we are seeing A to I, that's A to I, 339. That's 339 registered, and we're looking at the Unity Labour Party at 76. That's 76, the Unity Labour Party, while the New Democratic Party, we're seeing at 119 votes. It's 119 votes. Cast in total will be 196. That's 196. Reject 1. Reject 1 in this area. We are going straight into East St. George. East St. George D. East St. George D, which is the Sugar Mill in Academy. That is at Rather Mill. And we are looking at A to J. A to J. A to J, we are looking at 489 persons. These results are not in as yet. These results are not in as yet. However, just below this, we would see sorry, this is C3. And we see H2 in the primary school, the Fair Hall Primary School. This is N to Z. N to Z. We are seeing 500 persons registered to vote here. And the Unity Labour Party at 122, 122, while the New Democratic Party 198. The New Democratic Party 198. Total cast ballots 320. No reject for this area. H Primary School again in Fair Hall. A to F. 507 persons registered to vote. 507 persons registered to vote. The Unity Labour Party, they are looking at 107, while the New Democratic Party look at 203. That's the New Democratic Party, 203. The cast ballots here, 310. That's 310. No rejects in this area. We are going to go up in Eastern Georgia C1, looking at the Huffles Ranch in Brighton. And we will see here A to C. That's A to C for surnames. And we are seeing 422, 422. And Unity Labour Party, 108. Unity Labour Party, 108. While the New Democratic Party, 139. 139 cast in this area. Cast ballots here is 247. That's 247. No rejects whatsoever in this area. We also have in North Windward F at the government school in Langley Park, we see 542 persons registered to vote, and we are noting 174 for the Unity Labour Party. That would be Grace Walters, while 194 the New Democratic Party, Siobhan John. That's the New Democratic Party, Siobhan John, 194. Cast ballots here would be 367. That's 367. No rejects in this area. We are looking into Mariaqua, and in Mariaqua we will be looking at the polling station I. Polling station I, will be looking at polling station I, and we would see the government school in Evesham. There's 403 persons registered to vote, surnames A to J, and we're seeing the Unity Labour Party at 89. There's a Unity Labour Party at 89, while the New Democratic Party led running by Philip Jackson, and this is 155. That's 155. We also have cast ballots here, 244. No rejects. I1, which is in the same vicinity, I1, and it says K to Z. That's K to Z. 291, 291. The Unity Labour Party, 66. Unity Labour Party, 66. The New Democratic Party, 102. The New Democratic Party, 102. In total cast, ballots will be 169. 169. And we are looking at one reject.
Ellie, give me something now. You got it, King?
When the game gets rough and this life just seems so tough, make we talk, my people, make we talk. When this town becomes an ugly place, don't let it erase the smile from your face. Make we talk, people, make we talk. Conversation is the key, a guiding light for you and me. Spark a talk and you will see. Conflict solver A to Z. World leaders master the art of self-defense just by talk. So people, make we talk. Hey, we're living in a world that on ourselves we must depend. Make we talk.